Hello students, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are presenting a very interesting topic in this video, and it is quite generally asked in the examination, especially for 2 marks. So this video talks about the GDP deflator. Now GDP deflator is a very simple topic to remember, and if at all it is asked in the examination, you can write and make sure that you get full marks which is allotted to it. It is generally asked for 2 marks. Who knows, if your luck is good, it might be asked under 4 marks as well. So make it a point that you learn this answer well and get whatever marks that is allotted.
GDP deflator is another important question that is asked in the examination. Now, if you look at the GDP deflator, we need to understand certain things. First one is, what exactly is GDP? The expansion of GDP is gross domestic product. So GDP gives us a sense of the economic activities that is happening in a given economy. Higher the GDP, higher is the production of goods and services in any given economy. So this is how we can, in very simple terms, define GDP as. Now, when we have to calculate GDP, we generally take the values of the final goods. So to calculate GDP, we consider the values of the final goods. So when we consider the values of the final goods, we have 2 options. Option number 1 is we can consider a base year. So what is the meaning of a base year? A committee which comprises of the finance minister, RBI governor and government representatives and RBI representatives will select a particular year. For instance, let us take 2015. 2015 is decided as the base year. Now, the years that are selected as base years should be such that where the prices of the goods were neither too high nor too low. So such years are considered as base year. And to calculate the GDP, the prices that were prevailing for the particular good under discussion for GDP would be considered of the year 2015. Say for example, iron, just an example, say iron was rupees 100 in 2015. So we take 100 rupees as the value of iron because that was the price which was prevailing in the year 2015. So when we consider the base prices of the goods and services and calculate GDP, such GDP calculation becomes real GDP. If we consider the current prices that are prevailing, say for example iron in the present year, say we are in 2020-21, right? So the price is 120. So when we consider the current year's price, it becomes nominal GDP. So even before understanding GDP deflator, we need to understand what is real GDP, what is nominal GDP. And when we calculate GDP using the base year's prices, it becomes real GDP. When we calculate GDP based on the current prices, it becomes nominal GDP. So this is something which we have to understand very clearly. So let me very quickly revise what we have discussed so far. So what we have understood is GDP is the measure of the total economic activities that are happening in the country. We consider the final goods and services value in terms of money which are produced in a given financial year within the domestic boundaries of the country. So that is the definition for GDP. GDP, while calculating the GDP, we can consider either the base price. Base price is a price which was prevailing in the base year, and the base year is decided by a committee which comprises of finance minister, RBI governor and other people, and the prices of that year will be considered because there are few years in the past where the prices of the goods and services were neither high nor too very low. So that becomes real GDP for us. So what is nominal GDP? Nominal GDP is when we calculate GDP with the prices which are prevailing at the moment, the current prices that are prevailing in the market. When we consider that present year's prices are considered and GDP is calculated, it becomes nominal GDP. So hope you have understood what is real GDP, what is nominal GDP, who decides the base year and on what basis the base year is decided. Of course, you would have understood the definition of GDP. So what is GDP deflator? GDP deflator is a ratio between the nominal GDP and the real GDP. It gives us a sense of inflation as well. So what's the formula? The formula is nominal GDP, here nominal GDP divided by the real GDP multiplied by 100. So it is expressed in terms of percentage. So here we come to know what is the rate at which the inflation has happened in the country, and we'll also come to know the ratio between the nominal GDP and the real GDP. This is again an important question in the second PUC exam. The questions that you can expect from this part are: define GDP, that itself can be a question; define real GDP, that can be a question for you. Third question can be define nominal GDP, and last question can be define GDP deflator. Last question can be even give the formula for GDP deflator. So all these 1 and 2 mark questions can be expected from this particular topic. Hope you have understood. If you still have any doubts, you can leave your doubts in the comment section. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button. You can even subscribe to our channel and do share this video with your friends and also help them to prepare well for the upcoming second PUC examination. Thank you so much.